Ever walk into a tense situation and feel the pressure building? That subtle hum of judgment, the unspoken challenge hanging in the air? What if you could flip that script instantly, radiating an aura of unassailable calm and strength that makes nonsense bounce off you? Not by puffing up, not by shouting down, but through an inner fortress built by ancient wisdom. Stoicism isn't about dusty scrolls. It's your psychological armor. It's the operating system for becoming the person chaos avoids. In this deep dive, I'll unpack 3 foundational Stoic disciplines, not abstract theories, but concrete, actionable protocols that forge an inner stillness so potent it reshapes how the world perceives you. Forget aggression. Forget posturing. True command comes from how little external noise disrupts your internal peace. So let's lock in. The first move isn't about what you do. It's about what you don't. Move 1. The inner citadel, your unshakable core. Not passive resignation. Not zoning out. I'm talking about predator calm. That deep, unflinching reservoir composure that signals not indifference, but supreme readiness. Think of a seasoned Roman centurion on the ramparts during a siege. Does he pace? Does he wring his hands? Does his gaze dart nervously? No. He stands rooted, eyes scanning the horizon, muscles relaxed yet coiled with latent power. He owns his ground mentally and physically. His stillness isn't weakness. It's controlled potential energy. Fidgeting, nervous chatter, frantic gestures. These are leaks in your composure dam. They broadcast uncertainty. Fear, a lack of control. The Stoic, however, conserves energy, mental and physical. They operate from an inner citadel, a concept Marcus Aurelius hammered home. This fortress of the mind remains undisturbed by the external storms. When you enter a charged space, a hostile meeting, a crowded street, a personal confrontation, you embody that centurion. You are assessing, not reacting. You are present, not panicked. Building your citadel, the protocol. Master the physical anchor. Your body telegraphs your mind. Start with your hands. Not clenched fists aggression, not fluttering nervously fear. Let them rest neutrally, by your sides, loosely clasped in front, thumbs hooked comfortably in pockets. This isn't stiffness, it's grounded poise. Next, conquer your feet. Plant them firmly, shoulder width apart. Avoid the nervous shuffle, the weight shifting side to side. Feel rooted to the earth. This physical stability is the foundation of mental stability. Control the gaze sweep. Your eyes are windows. Don't let them dart like startled prey. Practice the slow, deliberate scan. Move your gaze steadily across the environment or the person before you. It's observation, not reaction. It says, I see everything. I am processing. I am not overwhelmed. This isn't staring down. It's looking through. Breathe the anchor. The Stoics knew the power of breath. When tension rises, consciously deepen and slow your breathing. Focus on the cool air entering your nostrils, filling your diaphragm, the warm air leaving. Epictetus taught that our reactions are choices. Breath control is the first choice point. It oxygenates the brain, calms the nervous system, and signals to yourself and others that you are in command of your physiology. When you embody this inner citadel stillness, you project an immovable object. You broadcast. External chaos is just weather. My internal world is serene. I require no validation, seek no conflict, and fear no assessment. This isn't arrogance. It's profound self-possession. It disarms the blusterers and silently earns a nod from those who recognize genuine strength. It's the bedrock of Stoic presence. Move 2, the objective lens, seeing reality, not hype. The second move is about perception, not squinting or mean mugging to intimidate. That's insecurity disguised as strength. The Stoic power move is the objective lens. It's how you see people and events, stripping away the distorting layers of fear, desire, and judgment. It's looking at the world as it is, not as your emotions paint it. When you engage with someone, especially someone challenging, the goal isn't to dominate them with your glare. It's to see them clearly, dispassionately, almost clinically. As Epictetus said, it's not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. The objective lens applies this to people. You look, You assess their character as revealed by their actions, not your projections. You understand their motivations, often fear or ignorance, according to the Stoics, and you remain utterly calm. You've sized up the reality of them, not the story your ego might be spinning. This calm, clear seeing is deeply unnerving to those operating on ego and emotion. Why? Because most people expect reactions: fear, anger, flattery. Non-reactive, clear-eyed assessment is unexpected. It communicates, I see you, I understand what drives you, and it changes nothing fundamental about my own peace or purpose. You are not the puppet master of my state. This isn't contempt. It's profound attachment rooted in reason. Sharpening your lens, the protocol, the dispassionate pause. When someone directs energy at you, a challenge, an insult, even intense praise, don't react reflexively. Borrow time. Pause for a deliberate breath or two. This simple act disrupts the automatic emotional cascade and creates space for reason. Seneca advised, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Use that delay to engage the lens. Practice, what is this really? Apply Marcus Aurelius' question, what is this thing in itself, stripped of its associations and labels? Look at the person. See a human being, driven by their own beliefs, fears, and desires, often misguided, as the Stoics saw it. See their actions as events caused by these internal drivers, not personal attacks on your universe. This depersonalization is key to maintaining calm. The calm break. After your dispassionate assessment, break eye contact or disengage on your terms. Not nervously, not angrily, slowly, deliberately, as if you've gathered the necessary data and are moving on. A slight neutral nod can suffice. Not agreement, but acknowledgement. Noted. You are a fact in my environment, nothing more, nothing less. This controlled disengagement reinforces your emotional sovereignty. Mastering the objective lens means you stop seeing phantoms and start seeing people. You drain the emotional charge from interactions. You project a clarity that says, I cannot be manipulated by hype or hostility. I see the game, and I choose not to play by your reactive rules. This is the Stoic superpower of perception. Move 3. The sovereign frame, owning your space and purpose. The third move governs your movement through the world, not swaggering or trying to dominate space physically. That's performative. The Stoic imperative is the sovereign frame. It's about owning your moral and existential space with such unwavering conviction that your physical presence naturally reflects it. You move as someone who knows their path, owns their choices, and is accountable only to their own reasoned principles. Most people move reactively. They shrink when challenged, speed up when anxious, hunch under perceived judgment. They cede their internal sovereignty to external forces. The Stoic, grounded in virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, as their highest good, moves differently. Think of Cato the Younger walking to the Roman Forum, not puffing his chest, but radiating an unyielding integrity that commanded respect even from his enemies. His posture wasn't aggressive. It was aligned. He owned his space because he owned his principles. How does this translate physically? It's movement rooted in purpose, not panic or posturing. When you move from your sovereign frame, you walk with unhurried deliberation. Your posture is upright but relaxed, shoulders naturally back, chest open, not puffed, chin level, not submissively down, not arrogantly up. You occupy space not because you demand it, but because you belong in it as a rational being. As Marcus Aurelius reflected, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Your movement embodies that being. Anchoring your sovereignty. The protocol. Posture is principle. Align your physical stance with your internal resolve. Stand and walk as if your backbone is forged from your core virtues. Shoulders relaxed yet capable of bearing weight. Chest open, reflecting courage and honesty. Gaze level, signifying clarity and equality. This isn't a rigid pose. It's a natural expression of inner alignment. Your posture whispers, I stand by my reasoned choices. Move with unhurried intent. Whether turning a corner, reaching for an object, or walking into a room, do it deliberately, not theatrically slow, not anxiously fast. Find a steady, purposeful rhythm. Each movement communicates, I act from choice, not compulsion. I am not fleeing, nor am I charging blindly. I am proceeding. This deliberate pace is the antithesis of nervous energy. The non-reaction reaction, this is crucial. When provoked, a bump, a verbal jab, an unexpected obstacle, pause. Don't flinch. Don't snap back. Don't instantly appease. Turn slowly if necessary. Engage the objective lens. Breathe. This deliberate pause before any response is the ultimate display of sovereign frame control. It signals, external events do not hijack my internal state. My response will be chosen, not reflexive. You do not dictate my tempo. Seneca emphasized that the best response to insult is often no response at all, demonstrating its relevance to your worth. Owning your sovereign frame means your very presence declares, I define my worth by my character and actions, not your opinions or provocations. My space is the space of my reasoned purpose. I move through the world as its student and steward, not its victim or its tyrant. This quiet, unwavering ownership of self and purpose is the essence of Stoic dignity and power, forging the unassailable you, the synthesis. So, let's integrate the arsenal. Commanding presence through Stoicism isn't about dominating others. It's about absolute dominion over your own mind and reactions. It's projecting an aura forged in the fires of self-mastery. The inner citadel, move one your foundation. Unshakable composure. Physical stillness, reflecting mental fortress. Breath is anchor. Chaos is external. My core is undisturbed. The objective lens, move to your perception. Clear-eyed, dispassionate seeing. Seeing people and events as they are, stripped of ego's distortions. The dispassionate pause. I see the reality, not the story. Your noise cannot cloud my judgment. The sovereign frame, move through your expression in the world. Movement rooted in purpose and principle. Owning your physical and moral space. The non-reaction reaction. I'm moved by my own compass. My worth is non-negotiable. Provocations are met with chosen silence or action, never reflex. These aren't tricks. They're disciplines. They demand no size, no aggression, no clever words. They demand rigorous self-awareness, relentless practice, and the courage to confront your own fears, triggers, and irrational judgments. They require building a habit of retreating into your citadel, applying a lens, and moving from your frame moment by moment, especially when it's hardest. What's the ultimate takeaway? The Stoic goal isn't to look dangerous. It's to become fundamentally undisturbed. You cease performing strength because you cultivate an inner resilience that makes you genuinely difficult to threaten. As Epictetus drilled home, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You stop seeing challenges as personal attacks and start seeing them as opportunities to practice virtue, to test your citadel, to sharpen your lens, to stand firm in your frame. Here's the truth most miss. The man constantly puffing his chest, barking loudest, playing the alpha in every room, he's drowning in fear. Fear of being disrespected. Fear of being seen as weak. Fear of inadequacy. Fear leaks. In the forced swagger, the brutal ego, the overreaction to slights. It's a performance screaming its own insecurity. But the Stoic, through relentless self-examination, the practice of prosoke, attention to impressions, and the disciplined application of these moves, he confronts those fears head-on. He dissects his triggers. He masters his judgments. He anchors his worth in his character and actions, not external validation. And something profound shifts. You become the person who carries calm like a shield and clarity like a sword. You stop taking the world's chaos personally because you understand its impersonal nature. Your energy transforms into something steady, deep, and unshakable. People sense it viscerally, even if they can't articulate it. They sense the certainty in your grounded stance, the unnerving clarity in your gaze, the deliberate lack of scramble in your response. You are unbothered, not out of apathy, but because you possess an inner citadel that external storms cannot breach. You don't need to convince anyone of your worth. It radiates from your disciplined presence. And that kind of quiet, unassailable certainty, that's rare. Truly rare things command a different kind of attention. They command respect. Let me ask you straight. Have you ever walked away from a situation feeling hollow? Maybe you tried to act stoic, swallowed your anger, forced calm, but it felt like suppression, not strength. Maybe you avoided a conflict but simmered with resentment. Maybe you felt the line between true stoic composure and just being a doormat was frustratingly blurry. That's the crossroads. Most people are never taught the how. They hear control your emotions or be resilient, but it's just words without the blueprint. The inner citadel, the objective lens, the sovereign frame. These are the protocols. Stoicism isn't passive acceptance. It's active inner fortification. It starts with brutal self-honesty, seeing where your citadel has cracks, where your lens is smudged, where your frame wobbles. But it grows brick by brick, choice by choice, through relentless, conscious practice. The gauntlet is thrown. The world is your training ground. The next minor irritation? That's citadel practice. The next person pushing your buttons? Sharpen your lens. The next moment of uncertainty? Own your frame. This isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming the undisputed master of your inner world. So your outer presence reflects an unshakable, quietly formidable strength. The strength of the Stoic operator. Start building. Now, this isn't about becoming stone. It's about becoming steel. The inner citadel, the objective lens, the sovereign frame, these aren't just moves. They are the anvil upon which an unshakable life is forged. Every moment of stillness, every dispassionate assessment, every deliberate step taken from principle is another hammer blow shaping your resilience. The world will test you. Chaos will erupt. Fools will provoke. But anchored in stoic discipline, you become the calm within the storm, the unwavering rock the waves break against, not upon. The man who masters these disciplines doesn't need to demand respect. He commands it through sheer, silent presence. His worth is self-evident, non-negotiable, radiating from a core tempered by reason and virtue. He walks not as a predator seeking prey, but as a sovereign moving through his domain, aware, prepared, undisturbed. This is the true power, not controlling others, but mastering the only thing you ever truly can, yourself. The path forward is daily practice. Knowledge untested is just philosophy gathering dust. True strength is built in the arena of your everyday life. That tense commute? Citadel practice. The frustrating colleague? Sharpen your lens. The unexpected setback? Own your frame. Stoicism isn't read. It's lived, breath by deliberate breath, choice by conscious choice. Become part of the legion building inner fortresses. If this deep dive into wielding stoic presence resonated, if you felt that spark recognizing the unshakable potential within you, then lock in with us. Bell subscribe to Everyday Stoicism. Thumbs up like this deep dive if it armed you with actionable wisdom. Speech balloon comment below. What's the first situation where you'll deploy your citadel, lens, or frame? Share your battle plan. Your insights forge strength in others walking this path. Counterclockwise arrows buttons share this with one person who needs less reaction, more unbreakable presence. Every video, every insight we share is another tool for your kit, another stone for your citadel. We break down the ancient wisdom into combat-ready tactics for modern life. Don't walk into tomorrow's chaos unarmed. Equip yourself. Subscribe now. Your final move. Walk out that door not just informed, but transformed. Carry this calm. Wield this clarity. Own your space. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs your unshakable silence, your grounded power, your stoic fire. Go forth. Build your citadel. See clearly. Stand sovereign. The arena awaits. Memento mori. Memento agira. Remember you must die. Remember to act. Until next we sharpen the blade together. Veil. Be strong. Why this works. Strong Stoic recap. Summarizes the core moves, citadel, lens, frame, as an active forging process, linking back to key themes, self-mastery, resilience, presence. Impactful takeaway. Reinforces the core Stoic principle. Mastering oneself is true power. Uses vivid metaphors, steel, anvil, sovereign, rock. Seamless call to action. Subscribe. Framed as joining a legion, committed to building inner strength, lock in, equip yourself, combat-ready tactics. Like, position as acknowledging the value of the actionable wisdom. Comment. Turn into meaningful engagement. sharing a battle plan for applying the lessons, fostering community and accountability. Your insights forge strength. Share, presented as empowering others, who needs less reaction, more unbreakable presence. Compelling push, use the strong verbs, lock in, arm you, equip yourself, don't walk unarmed. Powerful closing call, walk out that door not just informed but transformed. Directs immediate action. Creative and stoic goodbye. Go forth, build your citadel. See clearly, stand sovereign. The arena awaits. A strong, active, multi-sentence imperative. Memento mori, memento agira. Deep stoic reminder, remember death, remember to act, in Latin for gravitas. Until next we sharpen the blade together, veil, connects future content to shared growth, sharpen the blade. Veil is the Roman farewell meaning, be strong/well farewell, perfectly encapsulating the stoic spirit. It's unique and meaningful.